And in this video, I'm revisiting the oats and honey drink. Yeah, so here we go again, the oats and honey drink. I made the drink and I didn't really have too much of an issue with it. The honey came out with the spices and worked really well. But what didn't work really well was the oats, and even from the initial maceration that I had with vodka and the oats, yeah, it kind of like worked, but I didn't really get that oatiness coming through. Well, let's just say not up to my expectations. So 44 Rob C came along, and in the video he commented that, well, he does something slightly similar, but guess what? He roasts his oats. And quite a few of you agreed with that comment as well. So here I am back doing it again. Let's start with a bottle of vodka and a bag of rolled oats and some Runny Honey. And for this one I'm also going to be armed way up and slightly dangerous with this thing. Yeah, and let's see if toasting these things makes any difference whatsoever. And I'm using the same quantity as I did last time. So this is 150 grams of the rolled oats going in. And I'll keep this at a medium to high heat whilst constantly stirring it. So here we are back 10 minutes later, and I tell you what, the aroma coming off of this right now is absolutely divine. But what I do not want to do is end up charring or scorching these, so what I'm going to do is now take it off the heat. And for a quick comparison, here's a spoonful of the pre-toasted oats, so hopefully you can see a difference in the colour. And now the oats have cooled down nicely, I can just chuck them on into this jar here, along with half a litre of vodka at 40% ABV. I then seal the jar up and set this back to infuse. And after 3 days it looked like this. So I then strained it all through a piece of muslin. Yeah, so here we are with the strained but not filtered oat vodka, should we call it? The last time I made this, I had around 350 ml after it had been strained from the original 500 ml of vodka. And this time, from the original 500 ml of vodka, I'm down to just a smidge over 250 ml. So, I've lost about half of the alcohol that went into this. Obviously, heating the oats up has completely dehydrated them, so they've absorbed quite a bit of the water and the alcohol. Not a big point, but it's just worth noting that you'll get half out what you put in. I know you could probably chuck some, run some vodka through the oats as you're straining it, just to get some flavour through and top it up, blah blah blah, but I couldn't be bothered. I just put it in the sieve and let it drip through for a few hours, and this is what I'm left with. What's this, you say? Right, at this point what I'm going to do is, because it's settled to the bottom and I've got a reasonably clear liquid on the top and it's at 40%, means I can have a quick taster of this before I even go through the filtering stage. So I'm going to do that quickly now. So, ooh.
That's more like it.
Some people don't like granola bars because they're going, well, it's just like eating the sweepings off the floor, isn't it? But this is exactly what this smells like. Just a pure heavenly, wheaty, and also already honey essence to this. Amazing. Oh, right, calm down. Give it a quick taste. Let's see what happens. Cheers.
Okay.
That smells better than it tastes. But the flavour of the oats that have come through is absolutely exactly what I wanted. Exactly. I can't. Right. Okay. Now, the reason why I've just plopped a bit in there is because there's a lot of stuff settled on the bottom, and you can tell the difference in colour from the roasted oats as opposed to just the plain oats that I made before. So I have to be a bit careful. This could end up going everywhere. It obviously still smells the same, but now I've interacted more of the residual particles of oats kicking about. Here we go. God, that's an amazing smell. Cheers.
Yeah, righty-ho. Now, yeah, that's slightly better with all the stuff in there mixed up. Now, decisions. Do I filter it and have a clear product at the end, or do I just go with this and back sweeten it but end up with something that needs to be shaken up every single time? Let me have a think about that. And yes, as you can probably tell by the clarity of the drink, that I did in the end run it through a paper filter. And now I'm adding in the Runny Honey, which in this case is around 80 millilitres, and this will bring the drink down to about 30% ABV. This will back sweeten the drink and also hopefully calm down the quite flavoursome oats. I'm also putting in the same added extras as I did in the other drink I made. So it's 2 cloves going in with half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'll give this a really good shake up and then leave this to infuse for a couple more days. Okay, so 2 days later, and I think I'll just run this through some muslin to get all those bits and pieces out. So here we are with the toasted oats, honey and spices. I can't wait for this one. What do you think? Do you think it's worked? Do you think it's improved it? The smell alone brings it up to the highest level. That is exactly what I wanted. But let's see if it can hold its own with the taste. So cheers. Oh, my sweet baby cakes. Oh.
That is another favourite of mine now. Oh, I've still got some of the old Hoatey stuff, which was the plain oats infused in vodka with some honey and the same spices. So I'm just going to refresh myself on how this one pans out in comparison. Let's see what happens again for a second take. Cheers. Yeah, all you're getting out of that one is just a nice smooth honey sensation with some spices. This has got such a kick. Oh, I can't believe that of the oats now. It could possibly even do with dialing down somewhat, because now I've roasted them. Oh yeah, that's a point. Toasting and roasting. It's elevated it so much. Oh, it's brilliant. Which does bring me on to another fact that every single person out there is more experienced, more knowledgeable, and a lot more intelligent than I will ever be. And this proves the case indeed, due to the fact that I messed about with some oats and some honey and some spices. It came out all right. One person went, why don't you just toast the oats? And it's taken it to a completely different level. That's fantastic. I just cannot thank you enough for that. So, on that conclusion, thank you ever so much for watching, and until next time, make sure you keep on shining.